What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be discussing and breaking down a highly suggested video, especially when it comes to my VFX. Now that said, let's get right into the video. So here I have my phone, because that's literally where all my editing takes place. As you can tell, open the app Video Leap. You can download it for free. I pay a membership of $35 every year. More accessibility to use more effects during my editing. So I'm gonna go ahead and start screen recording so I can overlay this on the side so you guys can see pretty much what I'm doing. So the aspect ratio I like to use for all my films, the canvas formats, I always like to shoot in a cinematic form like 19 by 5:9. First things first, where do I get my effects? There's a lot of effects for free available on YouTube. Especially since I like using black screen a lot, not really green screen, because green screen it's a lot of splash and stuff, but I mainly use black screen. There's a lot available on YouTube for free. I download those, I export it to my camera roll, and then I overlay it. So you're gonna go to your mixer, which is right here on the bottom. I'll go ahead and point that out. I don't want to show you guys my camera roll, and it's gonna drop in once you whatever VFX you downloaded or screen recorded, because I screen record a lot of black screen effects, and here's one of them. This is how it looks in real time. Of course you can change the speed, you can mask things out, which I'm going to explain right now to you guys, like how creative you can actually get. First things first, we're going to make this smaller, and we're going to see the scene, the part where Lockdown is transforming. Obviously the metal parts are hitting the ground, so you want some spark effects there. He steps in, slashes Sentinel Prime. That's where I want my sparks to take place. Like I said, you can have the sparks come at any direction. You know, as you can see, you can go here to transform, flip, you know, up and down, however you want your scene to take place. So in this case, I'm gonna mirror it, so the sparks go down. I don't want it to go up because, you know, gravity, right? This is super simple. All you gotta do, and this is why I like using black screen, because you can adjust as well, like how you want the spark. So I want the spark to start right there. So a little bit more, I'm gonna cut a little bit more. You guys can see, I wanted to start like that, boom. I'm gonna go ahead and click blending, go to screen. You see whichever one works best for your shot. Screen is like, it's not so bright, lighten, it's more dark. Light is more like, you can see like more lights, of course. I like to use light and screen, just because it overlays really good on whatever I'm shooting. We're gonna go ahead and play that, and there you go. You got your spark effects right there. What I like to do as well is, the cool thing about this app, what it has the, let's see, we're gonna go on effects, lens flare. So we're gonna give that shiny look, like the impact, you know. You can adjust the size as wherever you want it. Just see where your character is making the impact and add that little light. It's just a little flash, just to give the watcher an experience of an impact. And then boom, as you can see exactly right there, make the sparks a little bit more smaller, and then I kind of want to adjust it, the exposure, make it more bright so it's more visible, like that. And that's how it looks. You keep eyeing it, you see, like, is it too soon? Did I put it too soon? So obviously the light is a little too soon, and the spark, so I'm gonna kind of want it right there. So perfect, that's exactly where I want it, where the sword is at. Let's go ahead and play that in real time. Oh, much better. And the sparks to me look a little slow, so I'm gonna go ahead and speed that up until I find the best movements. As you can see, starting to come together a lot better. So we're gonna go ahead and play that. Of course, this is not the actual FPS scene that I shot in the actual final render of my film, but yeah, that's kind of a general gist of how I do my spark effects. You kind of really want to watch in slow time, because if it does not look natural, it's gonna look not so clean on the final shot. But this is just like, obviously, if you want the sparks to be bigger, then you can make them bigger. If you want more smoke, then find a smoke effect. As you can see, I already have some here for you, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some smoke, make it look more like there's debris in that area. So I'm gonna see, when does my smoke effect start, and then cut the footage to where I want it. Then we're gonna go ahead and click blend screen, and then we're gonna go to transform and then mirror, and then adjust it where I want the smoke to be at. So let's go ahead and do lighten, and then exposure, adjust exposure, and then the opacity, the smoke, I wouldn't want it to be that visible because it is smoke. You're gonna go to opacity and then adjust it to where you think it looks the best. So there you go, look at that. Doesn't that look way more clean? And obviously, if you want to make the sparks look like they're actually in the footage, then what you're going to want to do is mask. And this is when the masking tool comes very in handy. So as you can see, it looks like this, and I'm going to adjust it so it looks like it's hitting the ground. So I'm going to expand this and then cut it out right there. And you're going to see the sparks don't go off the screen. It looks like it's literally landing where they're at. So this is a cool touch to do. So here we go. Isn't that awesome? Check that out. You can even go even extra and add like a cool fire explosion. If we want to go all Michael Bay style, then this is the way to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this fire effects I have. Like I said, I love shooting in black screen. You're gonna go to blending and screen and just put it where you want it. That's so sick. I don't know why I didn't do that in the final shot, but it was just too much. You know, you gotta find the sweet spot when doing your effects, and you definitely don't want to overdo it because it just becomes too much. But yeah, even with the explosion right there, you can duplicate that one little flash and add it right there, just so it gives it more of a brighter feel when it impacts. Boom, see that? Much better. Yeah. But we definitely don't, the explosion does not fit in this scene, so we're definitely gonna delete that, delete the duplicate. But for the spark and smoke effects, it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple, and that's basically how I do my effects. So you can see that came out really clean. So I'm gonna slow it down with my finger so you guys can see the impact. And if you want to follow it, because you do see Sentinel moves aside, you can always do this method that I like to do. We're gonna track it. So it's gonna start here. We're gonna press this button right here. You guys are gonna see, I'm gonna put the emoji. Press this button. This means like now you're available to track where you want the effects to start and end. So I wanted to start there, and I wanted to end, move just a little bit right there, like if there's movement going on. So it goes with it's going with the slash. So you can see when I play it, it moves to the right. Now I'm gonna do the same thing with this spark effect, just a little bit so it doesn't look like it's off-centered. If not, I'm gonna have to shorten it, which I am. There we go, it's too long. So I don't have to do anything with that, and that's perfect how it is. Yeah, maybe if we make the spark a little bit bigger, more of a brighter impact, it'll probably look even cooler. Yeah, see, like that, it's just something quick, hit Sentinel, but then it looks like a flash, so you don't want that. So me personally, how I would roll with this scene is how I ended up uploading it to my YouTube channel, and I appreciate all your guys' love and support and feedback on that video. It's given me so much inspiration. I just can't wait for you guys to see this new one I'm making. It's gonna be a totally different level, and that's why I want to help you guys with dioramas, how to create realistic scenes, you know. So let's go ahead and play that in real time. And you see, there you have your spark effect, and then it would cut to like a different shot. But obviously I do not, did I cut it off? I did, oh my bad. So play it one more time, and there you go. See, the full sparks are in the shot. And then if the smoke, of course, is too strong, you want smoke effects in different areas, do the same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and get another spark effect that I have, and I'm gonna add it to where Lockdown hits the ground with his sword, and then like right here, and he takes the step, like there's like a sliding step with his feet, and I'm gonna duplicate this, and you guys are gonna see the same thing right here where he slides, right? But check this out. This is what I want you guys to learn. So the original effects looks like this. If you were to place it just like this, it would look terrible. It doesn't look natural, it doesn't look clean at all. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna use the masking tool and adjust it to where you want it. So all I want is that to show, so it looks like it's on the ground. So I'm gonna go ahead and go on blending, go on lighten. I want more of a darker spark effect right there, and it slides it perfectly on time, so it's a little too soon. Right there. Maybe just a little bit more tinier like that, so he moves with them. Yeah, let's see how that comes out. Yeah, see? That looks super clean because it's giving more movement. It looks more natural because it looks like it's all actually moving on the ground. So always have that in mind. Watch your character's movement. Make the effects somewhat look like it's actually there, not just overlaid on top and blended. The more you practice, the more you experiment. Like I definitely did not know this when I first started using this app. It's super creative and I really enjoy it. This is literally how I do all my effects. But definitely gonna start doing a part 2 series, part 3, or whatever you guys want if you guys want it. Missiles effects, I do know how to create it raw and badass, even at any angle through this app. So if you guys want to know how to do missile effects, badass explosions, well, be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you guys don't miss another educational video to help you guys improve your stop motion, and so we can all become better at it, because we can always be better. All right, you guys, I appreciate your guys' feedback, but be better. I want to give you guys inspiration. So this is pretty much just how I do my spark effects. I have a whole library of effects I use, and there's obviously more that I use, but I'm just pretty much showing you guys the basics of spark effects that I use in my stop motion film, and pretty much like what I do. So yeah, this is pretty much a rundown. Like I said, there's a lot of available free effects on YouTube, and you can screen record certain black screen effects. Choose your poison, choose whichever one fits your best clip, your best scenario, your best environment, all that. Because when it comes to like actually making it look like it's there, you can even have like a flashlight in the shot where the explosion happens, and when you come to editing this, you can just add the effects and it looks like it was actually there. So I've done that in the past, but not very good. But hopefully when you guys see my new stop motion, it's gonna be a whole game change. So yeah guys, that's pretty much how I do my spark effects. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's YouTube video. Stay tuned for more, subscribe, stay relentless, and I'll see you guys on the next one.